back to our channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and this is Steins Gate, episode 10.
So, things are changing dramatically. Okabe's lab is no longer where it used to be.
It's fans.
Yeah, it's a fan store. Well, like the storefront that was below it. And, you know, we talked about in the last episode that I think it would be highly even more suspect of Amane if they happen to be the computer store, I'm sorry, the television store, under wherever the hell their lab is now.
Or near or whatever.
I feel like it, I mean, it's gonna be really interesting. I think that Amane is the key to a lot of this. And I feel like Amane I think Amane's from the future, and she's obviously trying to stop Makise and Okabe from, well, maybe their connection is like something that allows full-on time travel and is what eventually ends the world, and that's what Teeter was referring to. But he might not know the specifics.
I still feel like Amane is the one who's gonna kill Makise.
I mean, I get that vibe that, you know, she probably killed her in the past, or, you know, in that very first episode that we saw. It's kind of gets confusing.
The past / future. Well, no, I don't even know.
Yeah,
I gotta look at my timeline.
But regardless, like those events, we still think that something changed. You know, a D-mail was sent, some sort of time travel happened, whether it be a message or eventually in the future maybe somebody actually came back. Maybe that person is the time traveler who came back. Something happened and then it wiped everything. Okabe still had those memories going forward, but there's still so much going on here. Ferris sent that message back to time. It fucked up shit a lot. I don't know what it was, but like the dad, it was some highly involved with it, and we think that they could be either a part of CERN or, you know, they're high up in CERN.
We just don't trust anyone.
I mean, there's so many people here like that we don't trust. Before we get into today's video, we want to let you know that you could watch the next 3 edited YouTube reactions for Steins Gate right now over on our Patreon. If you subscribe to our lowest tier, you'll be 1 episode ahead. If you subscribe to our middle tier, you'll be 2 episodes ahead, and if you subscribe to our largest tier, you'll be 3 episodes ahead. In addition to that, we are completely done with this series right now on our Patreon. It is available at our middle tier in the watch-along format, where you sync a copy of your footage up to our reactions. And if you want to check that out, as well as all the other shows that we're doing over there, go ahead and check out the link down in the description below.
You still work part-time at Queen Maze, don't you?
Huh? What's a Queen?
There's so much that's changed.
A lot.
Did you see that?
Maybe just remembering.
You're right, actually.
Anime does that to me sometimes.
My influence, so it's a compliment.
Oh, it's because the family. She brought somebody back, and that kept them from like buying this whole town. I feel like, or like not this whole town, but you know. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
So
whatever she did, because they had owned most of the town.
Her influence.
Damn, that's so crazy. That is changing things. That's why those places weren't the same places, and they had to be other places. It sounds like I keep repeating myself.
Give us back our moe! My feather. Our moe. I need it for dramatic effect. I always need my feather for this show. This is the Death Note pen.
Yeah, I can't remember about that Death Note back there.
So much has changed. So much is. But then why would you? Was it though about like owning everything, or did something just happen? Because why would you just want to not own everything?
Well, maybe they just didn't buy those particular
maybe there's
places.
Somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe like her father coming back, he didn't do the business ventures. And
if he came back.
Right.
Or he just so happened to be there.
Or maybe he's home.
I feel like whatever she did with that message kept him from dying. That's my going theory. And that, like, the family bought these things. I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna let it come to me now at this point, because I feel like there's just. I feel like we just keep saying the same things, but like.
I want to cosplay as Makise. I decided.
Makise?
That'd be cool.
With
it's
the lab
easy.
coat?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like clothes. I feel like you can make that. It's just like clothes, like everyone is.
The donut!
So much detail. And there's a swimsuit version too.
Oh gosh, don't tell him that.
Wear that, but I'm so not curvy enough to pull it off well. Don't you worry. Small boobies will have their day.
Small movies will have their day.
The 90s.
The schools will.
As I pointed out to you the other day, Ruka is, shall we say, of the masculine persuasion.
I can't tell, like, did it work then? Like, her message?
I should go. I'm sorry.
No, you don't. It's gone on long enough. If Ruka's really the girl you say she is,
Don't.
then why does she have a...
No!
What?
Oh my gosh!
hell?
Like, let her go.
Stop! It wouldn't have been okay either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that it?
You're a female?
That's what we've been saying this whole damn time!
You look thrashed. Everything okay?
That was an uncomfortable experience.
Explode
Torture.
pics?
I bet it was that Maki saying shit.
I'm starting to get confused and maybe thinking like I'll bring it up after the episode. That their place was still the same place, but he's just
Right.
confusing the area around the place.
Well, the round wasn't.
Yeah, because the things were different around.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
but they still.
It's the same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all part of my
Stop trying to do the
master plan.
past stuff.
Helping you is just a side effect. You will send a D-mail to your father, understood?
I
Home
mean,
he shall
are you
remain.
like freaking like not realizing all this shit that's going on? Like, do you really think that's a good idea?
It's because he's just mad scientist.
Get back
Okay.
to work. Thanks for being a
What
pal,
if she
Okabe.
can't be born?
What?
Like, okay, like what if she's okay?
You said that.
You threw out a random theory before that Makise and
Random theory.
Okabe had her, like in the future. Maybe that's the daughter.
Yeah.
And then, like, what
Old
if she has to
theories,
kill her
Anthony.
mom
Old
in order to
theories.
save the future? Like, I don't know, because her dad fucks up everything, and that's the dad. I mean, there's something weird about that, though. Who's that? Star. Theory.
What?
Jello! But red Jello.
I just like hate you. It's gonna be
Next
you.
day.
Look at these prices. They're sure proud of their stuff.
That's an interesting way to say that.
It's called inflation.
I keep waiting for you to say something like, looks like the organization's been messing around with the price of local meat. Launching Operation Sales event. Like you've been zapped by lightning, you told me.
Time
Like things
changed.
didn't make sense anymore. When we were back at Ferris's, your face reminded me of...
Oh, that was over. Okay, she was referencing that. I thought they were talking about when they were kids.
That what that
Right.
No.
Oh no,
no.
it is.
No.
Same way I feel.
Yes.
Did it happen when he was a kid? Has it just been happening ever since?
That bout of illness, the emergence of my reading Steiner ability?
Did he do something to himself as a kid?
Or like, but
The
in the
world,
future maybe?
or is the world changing and he got affected by messages unnecessarily?
Time travel.
What?
Don't
Why are
you?
you going to meetups? You don't get to be with other sci-fi people outside of this group.
You only talk time travel with us.
Is that a claymore?
No, it's merely a mock-up. In actuality, it's a humidifier.
Ah, here we go.
No, don't pull that!
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, it's like some sort of gas, because that looked like a landmine or something, right? She said a word that I wasn't familiar with, but
That is a humidifier. right?
I think he was repurposed, like the item.
Oh.
Here, gimme. Hold on!
What the
my
heck
gosh.
is it?
Plug everything else
Oh,
before you
I
use
keep
it.
getting scared.
It's cut out the electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep thinking something more dire is about to happen. Watch, like, they freaking die or something. The end.
I made this place because I couldn't invent friends.
Oh, that was really sweet. They're having a moment in the dark, in the steam.
I'm still here, aren't I?
Y'all can't be together. Y'all could end the world.
Your love will end the world.
It made me happy. Like a lot.
Now have a child.
Name her Amane.
Right here, right now, in the dark.
Oh, really close.
They're gonna have Amane. It's gonna be, and then they're gonna end the world, and she's gonna kill her own mother. Gosh, it's gonna happen too soon.
Part 4, sorry. Goodbye.
Damn it! Where could she be?
I feel like something weird's gonna happen to him.
I'll send a D-mail instructing myself to
No!
tell
Oh, no, no,
Susan
no,
this
no, no,
afternoon
no.
at
What the
all
fuck are you
costs.
doing, man? No.
Stop abusing this.
After everything that's transpired,
Yes. Why
dare
would you
I
do
alter
it?
the past any further?
Why would you even
No.
think to do something like minuscule like that?
I am Hoin Kyoma. I look into the abyss with nary a fear.
He's gonna do it.
Oh gosh, don't freaking look! Isn't that where the satellite was? It's not there.
Where'd it go?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
she saw it
saying.
at the
What the
beginning.
heck?
Tail Suza.
Oh my gosh! I just feel like that was not what you should have done.
I mean, yeah.
You know, like why?
I was just leaving the time travel forum meetup when you...
She was
Time
there.
travel forum meetup.
When you told me your father might
And
show up
what's
somewhere,
Daru
is
was
that what you
there?
meant?
Yep. On the message boards he posts under the user ID Teeter.
What?
Wait, John Teeter?
Nuh-uh, sorry, Beryl. It's
But
Beryl
did that change because of all the other fucking shit that he's done? Like,
He's saying it and everything.
You have a recording.
but remember she was saying, listen to Teeter.
Last night was so much fun. Of course, it would have been better without you-know-who. That pie of hers almost made it a
Gosh.
party for everyone. Maybe I'll stick around. Look for dear old Dad.
It seems like something's happening. Things are changing.
Because she wasn't supposed to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told himself to follow her and to keep her staying. And then she talked about Teeter.
Yeah, but a different Teeter, the different first name.
Beryl Teeter. And she said her dad was Teeter, right?
Yeah. So is Beryl Teeter related to John Teeter?
Or are they the same person?
Are the same person, and all the other fucking shit that Okabe has been doing has been fucking up everything, and like now freaking Teeter changed his name.
To Beryl.
I don't really even know at this point. Like, I feel like for a minute there in this episode, I was kind of all in on the fact that Okabe and Makise had a Mane, and like that was like their future child, and like she was going back into like the past to kill her mother to stop the world from fucking ending, and that she was Teeter. But I mean, at this point, I don't know. Like, there's so much here.
I know. This show is really exciting, though. Like, it's such a weird way to explain, like, oh, I love this show, but I don't really know what it's about.
Yeah, that's why it's so difficult. It's because I'm having fun with the theorization as well, too, because it is just like, there's so many different theories, and, you know, we get information, and then it changes because they keep fucking with time.
Anything can change, like, but now at this point, we have Amane sticking around, whereas she did. It seems like she was not supposed to be sticking around anymore.
And we saw the symbolism of the butterfly flying, so that's like the separate timeline.
And then the reason
branching.
she was leaving is because she needed to go like find her dad, or I don't know. And now she's more open about who her dad is.
Yeah.
It's just.
So I mean, if we're thinking about things like beyond just the fact, okay, so Ferris did something that changed things, and the location of like, I guess, the properties that like their family or her father may have owned. Ruka was actually born a girl, and now the whole thing with Amane, like which I thought it was a little bit weird and different, because I thought she was realizing what was going on, and like, you know, she was from the future and she was here trying to prevent things.
I don't know.
Now I don't know.
I have no idea about her.
Which, I mean, in theory, it could still be a thing, and she just might not be that percentage that, you know, realizes things, which we also found out that something may have happened when Okabe was a child, too.
But that could have been because of something he did in the future as an adult to his child self.
Yeah.
Potentially, or
he sent a message back that goes all the way back
to his childhood. Yeah. Because if he's the only
even though
one,
I don't think no text messages were a thing right
well,
then.
they did.
Yeah, they did that probably.
So even if he was sending a message around the time period he was a child, it didn't have to directly affect him, because if he was the only one in the world who remembers these things, a message that was sent would have affected him probably regardless, even if it wasn't directly to him. I would assume, but that's only my theory, and that doesn't really have a lot of logic behind it, but that's like the only thing I can think of that makes sense for that.
I mean, I feel like he eventually is going to send that message. I think is what's going to end up happening to like a time period that he wants to change, or somebody else wants to change, or he allows somebody to send the message because he's too willy-dilly with like sending emails. I'm just like, you realize all the stuff that's changing, and I know that you're like all happy, like, oh, we still managed to still be friends regardless of that all.
Something's gonna get
That's
weird.
Sweet and all, but like you are gonna like completely not understand what reality you're living in at this point, because you have so many memories of the past, or a past that no one else remembers.
And it's gonna make him crazy.
It is. I think it's gonna end up driving him insane, and that I feel like is what's gonna end the world when he does ultimately completely involve time machine. Make a time machine that's gonna actually be able to send people back. Or remember that one scene when he was Goop and he was like reaching out, and then they also sent the freaking Jello too. Like maybe he's gonna end up killing himself, and that what could be what Amane was alluding to, that like he's gonna drive himself insane.
You can kind of hear it in his voice. He's losing his spunk and his like excitement in the voice. Like he used to be like, but now he's like, you know, like he's just, you could just see it. Like, I mean, he, like you said, he's remembering all these things that other people aren't. He has different memories of the world. It's not the world he lived in. And I feel
Constantly.
like that would drive anybody crazy.
I mean, that's what I'm
Be
thinking.
the
I
only
was
one
like,
who can remember.
these realities. I mean, it's his reality,
Mm.
but it's kind of like you keep altering things, and like some point, I feel like these things are gonna get confused with him because it's just it's too much at this
Yeah.
point. Like, I can understand if I mean, I don't want to say I can understand, but I mean, obviously they're trying to make it so that they have time travel, they
Right.
can do this, and like he's
They're
the
trying
one
to
that
pursue science.
they are, but
At what cost?
it's gonna be at the cost of him
like-
himself and probably the world if he ends up ending the world, if that's like
Right.
the theory that actually ends up happening.
Alright, well if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can stay notified for our future videos.
Also, head over to our Patreon if you want to watch our full-length reaction to this series. We upload them over there. The link's down in the description below.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.